Hello everyone, I am Zarka Sarwat from Department of Zoology of JT Arts, Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon, Nasik. Here we are going to discuss about our subject ZY342 Mammalian Physiology and Endocrinology. In the earlier lecture we have discussed already about nutrient, definition of nutrition, type of nutrient and their role in our body. In this lecture we are proceed towards the next topic, that is nutrient. So nutrients, these are the chemical substances that provide nourishment to living organism are called nutrient. Depending on the mode of nutrition, the organisms are classified as autotrophs and heterotrophs. Nutrient क्या है? These are the chemical substances which provide the nourishment to the living organism, which is very necessary for our health. So, on the basis of mode of nutrient, the organism are classified as autotrophs and heterotrophs. इससे पहले हमने क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट देखा था. आज हमें देखना है कि ऑर्गेनिजम्स को दो मेजर ग्रुप में डिवाइड किया गया है, दैट इज ऑटोट्रॉफ एंड हेटेरोट्रॉफ. ओके, सो एज द नेम इंडिकेटेड, autotrophs and heterotrophs. Here the flow chart, that is the autotroph and heterotroph. Heterotroph further classified as insectivorous organisms, parasitic organisms, symbiotic and saprophytic. Okay, so we will see one by one type of nutrition or mode of nutrition in the plant. First of all, we will discuss about plant. In plant, first is autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic organisms make their own food material by the process of photosynthesis. ऑटोट्रॉफिक ऑर्गेनिज्म जो होते हैं ये स्पेशली प्लांट ही होते हैं और ये अपना फूड मटेरियल खुद तैयार करते हैं बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस, बाय द यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ सन रेज और सनलाइट, बाय द यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, and they produce their own food material in the form of carbohydrate, that is glucose, formation of ATP and release of oxygen. This process is called as photosynthesis, and this process can be done by plant because of presence of chlorophyll pigment in the leaf and stem sometime. Okay, so autotrophic organism make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Green plant manufacture sugar and starch from carbon dioxide and water using the energy of sunlight to drive the necessary chemical reaction. Second, that is heterotrophic nutrition. In that, organisms which are incapable of photosynthesizing obtain certain organic compound from other autotrophs and they are called heterotrophs, and the nutrition is referred as heterotrophic nutrition. हेटेरोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन में क्या होगा कि ऐसे ऑर्गेनिज्म जो फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं कर सकते, दे आर इनकेपेबल ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसाइजिंग और दे आर अनएबल टू प्रोड्यूस देयर ओन फूड प्रोडक्ट और फूड मटेरियल, दे आर डिपेंड ऑन द ऑटोट्रॉफ फॉर टू फुलफिल देयर नीड ऑफ फूड. सो दीज आर द ऑर्गेनिज्म आर कॉल्ड एज हेटेरोट्रॉफिक. They show the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Different type of heterotrophic nutrition are as follows. In that, parasites. So parasite that contain their nutrition from host. These parasites maintain physical contact with the host plant through hostoria. Hostoria, these are called as the parasitic root. So parasite, these are the organism or these are the plant body which are closely contact with the host, okay, and get their nourishment from host body, get their food material from the host body, and sometimes complete their life cycle also in the host body. So parasite, these are the plant that contain their food material or nutrition from the host, okay, by the physical contact. and this is done by the special structure that is called as the parasitic root or haustoria. These haustoria penetrate into the host tissue and make connection with the conducting element, that is xylem and phloem, of the host plant and draw the nourishment from the host plant. And the example of parasites in a plant, that is total stem parasite like a cuscuta and root like orobanche are never green, and resulting they have no power to prepare their own food. They get all their food supply from the host plant. Here the example of cuscuta, which do not have any chlorophyll pigment, so they are depend on the host plant for to fulfill their need of food material or for to get the nourishment. Here we can see the photograph of cuscuta plant and also the parasitic mode of nutrition. Okay. Now next, the young seedling of Santalum grows independently up to 1 year of age. This is the second example. After this, few roots develop haustoria which make contact with the root of neighboring tree in the seedling of Santalum. Okay. Next example is Viscum. A partial stem parasite has green leaf and thus is capable of manufacturing food, but is depend on the host plant for water supply. We can see in the photograph, this Viscum is a partial stem parasite as green leaves and thus is capable of manufacturing food, but is depend on the host plant for the water supply. Okay. इसके पास क्लोरोफिल पिगमेंट है लीफ में, ये फूड मटेरियल तैयार कर सकता है, इसलिए हम इसको पार्शियल पैरासाइट बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन ये डिपेंड होता है अपने होस्ट प्लांट पे, किसके लिए, फॉर द वाटर सप्लाई. ओके. सो हियर द एग्जांपल ऑफ सम पैरासाइटिक प्लांट. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज सैप्रोफाइट्स. एज द नेम इंडिकेट, सैप्रोफाइट्स दे गेट their nourishment from dead and decay organic matter. Dead and decay organic matter से ये अपने nourishment को हासिल करते हैं, nutrition हासिल करते हैं. Example of these fungi like Rhizopus and Agaricus. Neochia, that is the bird's nest plant, and Monotropha, it is also called as, or common name is Indian pipe, are flowering plant whose root constitute a mycorrhizal association with fungal hyphae which help in absorption. Here we can see the both plant of saprophyte, that is the Neotia, and Indian pipe, that is Monotropha. This is the saprophytic plant or saprophytic mode of nutrition. Next is symbiotic plant. Symbiotic, as the name indicated, symbiotic association in which two organisms live in close physical contact with each other and are of mutual benefit to each other. मतलब दोनों ही प्लांट, एक होस्ट प्लांट, दूसरा पैरासाइटिक या सिम्बायोटिक एसोसिएशन वाला प्लांट, दोनों ही एक दूसरे को बेनिफिट देंगे. सिम्बायोटिक एसोसिएशन इन विच टू ऑर्गेनिजम्स लिव इन क्लोज कॉन्टैक्ट with each other and are of mutual benefit to one another. Example of this is lichen and mycorrhiza, as we can see in the photograph. This is the example of symbiotic association. Last है insectivorous plant. Insectivorous plant, these are depend for the nourishment on insect. They are said to be partially autotrophic and partly heterotrophic. These autotrophs supplement their nutrition requirement by trapping and digesting insect and other small animal. Okay, the trapped insect are killed and their protein are digested by photolytic enzymes secreted by epidermis of the leaf. Here we can see the photograph of Drosera, some examples of insectivorous plant. They can live without insect but their growth is stimulated when they digest the insect. मतलब यहाँ पर ये इंसेक्ट के बिना भी लाइव रह सकते हैं, जिंदा रह सकते हैं, लेकिन उनका डेवलपमेंट जो है या उनकी ग्रोथ जो है वो किसके ऊपर डिपेंड है, बाय द डाइजेशन ऑफ इंसेक्ट. The leaves of these plants are modified in several ways for trapping insect. इनकी जो लीव्स होती है ये प्लांट की, ये मॉडिफाइड होती है, चेंज होती है अकॉर्डिंग फॉर टू ट्रैप द इंसेक्ट. एग्जाम्पल इस पिक्चर प्लांट है ड्रोसेरा. हियर वी कैन सी. नेक्स्ट, न्यूट्रिशन इन एनिमल. कि यहाँ तक प्लांट का डिफरेंट न्यूट्रिशन हमने देखा. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द न्यूट्रिशन इन एनिमल. प्लांट मेक देयर फूड बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ photosynthesis, as we know that, but animal cannot make their food themselves. Okay, so animal get their food from plant. Some animal eat plant directly, while some animal eat plant eating animal. Okay, thus animal get their food from plant either directly or indirectly. मतलब एनिमल जो है वो डायरेक्ट प्लांट भी खा लेते हैं एज ए फूड मटेरियल, और ऐसे एनिमल को भी इंजेस्ट कर लेते हैं जो कि प्लांट के ऊपर डिपेंड होते हैं. हर्बिवोरस एनिमल. ओके, सो एनिमल्स गेट देयर फूड डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द प्लांट. नेक्स्ट, ऑल ऑर्गेनिजम्स रिक्वायर फूड फॉर सर्वाइवल एंड ग्रोथ. रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ nutrients, mode of intake of food and its utilization in body are collectively known as nutrition. Okay, nutrition in complex animal involve following step one by one, that is ingestion. The intake of food is called as ingestion. Method of ingestion, that is taking of food, varies from animal to animal. ओके, तो इंजेक्शन ऑफ फूड का जो मेथड है ये अलग अलग ऑर्गेनिज्म में, अलग अलग एनिमल में अलग अलग है अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर इन्वायरमेंट, देयर हैबिटेट, देयर हैबिट्स. इट मे बी वेरिएबल. नेक्स्ट इज डाइजेशन. द प्रोसेस ऑफ ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स कंपोनेंट ऑफ फूड इनटू सिंपलर सब्सटेंसेस इज कॉल्ड एज डाइजेशन. एज वी नो दैट food is a complex compound of different macronutrient and micronutrient, and here the breakdown of macronutrient into the micronutrient, that is called as complex component of food into simpler substances, is called as digestion. The process of digestion is different in human, grass eating animal and amoeba. Different categories are here considered, that is the grass eating animal, amoeba and human. Third is absorption. After digestion there is a absorption. Okay, now in absorption the process of passing of digested food into the blood vessel in the intestine is called as absorption. digestion होने के बाद जो माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट बनी है या जो सिंपल फॉर्म में फूड मटेरियल चेंज हुआ है उसको एब्सॉर्ब करने का प्रोसेस होता है इंटेस्टिनल लुमेन में. ओके, एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज absorption. Now fourth, that is assimilation. The conversion of absorbed food in complex substances such as protein and vitamin required by the body is called assimilation. So assimilation क्या है? It is the conversion of absorbed food. Okay, absorbed food का so assimilation, it is the conversion of absorbed food or nutrient into living tissue. Through the process of assimilation, our cells are supplied with oxygen and nutrient. So assimilation, it is the very important process. Next is egestion. Egestion, it is nothing but the removal of waste material from the body is called as egestion. Okay, egestion means removal of waste material or undigested material after the digestion, and the removal of these waste product or material from the body is called as egestion. The fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time, since the waste of food left after digestion is called as feces. Hence the process of egestion is also known as defecation. Okay, तो जो वेस्ट मटेरियल फॉर्म होता है डाइजेशन के बाद वो अनडाइजेस्टेड मटेरियल और वेस्ट मटेरियल बॉडी से रिमूव होता है टाइम टू टाइम, स्पेसिफिक टाइम ड्यूरेशन में, एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज egestion. So it is all about the nutrition, and I hope this video is helpful for you. Keep watching. Thank you.